welcome back to Google Sheets to Unity. So what we're going to show now is just an example of using Google Sheets to Unity during build and during sort of runtime execution. So say I've got here like my cat and I've given him stats like that. Then say after we release the game, during testing we realize that maybe we've made the cat a bit too weak, but we don't want to release a whole new patch just to update the cat stats. So what I've done here is, obviously my cat in game is 10, 10, 10, and here it is 100, 100. Let's just make that 50, so we've got a slightly different number in there. So what I can do now is, obviously I've got health, attack and defense here, but my cat's at 10 to 10. I click play, and our cat is 100, 150, and our stats here has been updated to 100, 150. So what we're doing there is, if I bring the script back up for it, all we're doing is when you start, I've got this animal manager which contains our animal container, which I've just attached to an object here, and our container with every animal we've got in it. And on start we're just looping through, finding the relevant animals and updating their stats. So obviously this will let you just very quickly update stats at runtime, and for runtime execution, and whenever your player presses play it will check for these stats. Obviously I'd recommend hiding this behind a loading screen or something similar, just so the player's got something to look at really while it's bringing all these stats in. So if we look at sort of another example of this, could be for like a high score simulation. So if I bring over sort of this spreadsheet, got names, got some high scores and not in any particular order. So if I go to my high score, so again this is just a script that I've plugged into here, with just various components plugged in, texts and whatnot. So what we're doing here is, when we start, we're getting our scores worksheet, but this time we're going to keep a reference of it, because later on we're going to add a new score to the worksheet. We're going to load our high scores, we're going to go through, loop through all our rows, update our high score list here with all the scores we know of, order it, so we got the highest score first and the lowest score last, and then just update the text here. If I just scroll down to when we're adding a new score, we're just doing it like we did before with the animals, just sending in the row data, looking through it and finding things. The big thing to notice here is, obviously my high score here is written in all lowercase with no space, and in my sheet it's got uppercase H and S and a space between these two. Unfortunately Google does import without spaces, capitals or special characters, so that is just something to bear in mind when you're looking for fields or updating fields that have spaces in them. So if we go back up to here, I go here, as you can see, if I click play, we get our scores in order from highest to lowest. So what I've also added onto here is just a simple update. So I click add score here, I get a bit of score, and we can just add the name into here. So what would happen here when I click submit score is we go here and we're actually going to add a new entry into our spreadsheet. So we've got name, we've got high score, we've got a player name and our current score. So again, we're looking for the field without the capitals and without the spaces. So if I go here and I click submit, my score comes here, and if we go back to the sheet, my score is now on this sheet. Again, this will work during runtime. So if I click build and run, we just save it and we build it, and we give it a few seconds to update. So if I bring this over here, So as you can see, my scores are updated. If I go and give me a new high score, and we do that, and we click submit score, our version comes into here, and if we go to our spreadsheet, our new score is here. Thanks for watching.